Hey there, my beloveds. Welcome to my second part of the video. This is the second part that I'm guided to make, and I'm going to speak about what is happening when we grow and evolve more and more and anchor more and more of our light. How then something that is not of that light yet is being attracted to us. Why this is happening, why there are so many attacks on light workers, things like that, okay? Okay, first of all, let me read what I wrote on Facebook today on my page. I wrote this. Beloved family of light, remember that there will always be those who will seemingly wish to mislead us from our path, hurt us or abuse us, speak badly of us, make assumptions about us, and spread around lies. In truth, they can only have power over us if we give them that power. Why they're really here in truth is to help catapult us into a higher level of awareness and empowerment. So in truth, they're serving and assisting us with our growth and ascension. So all those of you who have that happening, this has been happening to me on my path as well. And as I say, it is not about like attracting the light. It's about the path of a lighthouse and how we are here to just be who we are, to shine our light. And sometimes when we're doing that, the more that we grow, the more that which is not yet evolved to their highest state is attracted to us. Okay, let me speak the deepest spiritual truth that is behind this process, no matter what others might, describe this as about as, like attracts like, and things like that are really just more trivial. The deepest spiritual truth about this, the nature of this, why this is happening, is because all in nature, in all life, and all creation is tending to a deeper balance. Everything in all source creation seeks to balance itself out, because source is pure balance of the yin and yang, masculine, feminine, dark, light, however you may wish to call that. So the more that we grow and expand, the more that light that we are, our source self that we anchor, the more we attract those who are not on the same process, who don't do that work, who are not opening themselves yet, who have forgotten who they are. So they're like drawn to us to even this out, because what is happening right now on Earth is great chaos, great polarity. It has a purpose. It's serving a purpose because in the nature of the universe, nothing is there for no reason. Nothing just coincidentally happens. Everything is within a grand, like a symphony, like if you have some great composer divinely compose something, it has a theme, a meaning, a core. It just all resonates to a certain theme that is like this web of light. It's exactly how it should be. That's what it's called. It's in pure symphony, pure bliss. So nothing is coincidental. In how universal creations are created, it is all about balance. It is all about, natural processes within that. And we don't always see the whole process because we see just a certain part within which we are existing right here now. But we don't always see what was before that, what's happening there, up, below. This is our multidimensional nature and the multidimensional nature of all that is. So when we are growing and expanding here on Earth, which it's now within the process of the shift, evening all vibrations out, into a grander balance. If you imagine like a pendulum swaying from left to right, it's always going to come to a certain end point. And this end point is balance, is the middle point. So it's not about you having to deal with that on a level that you may attract this for a certain reason. Well, you do, because we also need that for our growth, to be more in our power, to be more in our truth, more discerning. But on the same way, you're assisting those people, those individuals who have not yet remembered who they truly are, because they surely don't act as love embodied. They might say, oh, I know I'm love, but it's not enough. You have to become love in full essence. So it's not about you, but it is in a way also about you, because at the same way that this person is serving you, you are also serving them. It's intertwined. It's balancing out of the both. So everything is for a reason. And when we are reaching that state of neutrality, we don't judge these things anymore. We can actually send love and compassion to everyone coming to our path, whether they be our best friend or whether they might be a seeming kind of enemy. There is no enemies. In fact, in the spiritual truth, these people, we kind of have like pacts with them, to say certain things, to do certain things, to make us remember even more who they are. They might not remember, but remember, we are all planting seeds. Someone might not remember within this lifetime or within this second, this day, the same, they don't, they don't get the same amount of the light information that you get from spirit, but the seed is planted when you stand deeper in your core. And this is our only task. It's to be the truth that we are. It's to be the truth. It's to speak the truth. It's to know thyself, to know all, and to share this love divine that we are. So yesterday, when I was having my own experience, then another sister of light contacted me, and I was replying to her. And as I was replying, I saw, wow, I'm going to share this with everyone because I know that so many people are going through that. And I shared this paragraph on my wall and my page today, and another amazing sister of light said, wow, I was just speaking about the same thing on my page. And I guess it's a global process, and guess what it is? It's the evening out process, and it's a neutral process when you can see it like that from a higher angelic perspective, from your higher self. So I kind of saw that I can share this with all of you to help you grasp in the more grander picture of everything. Because we truly are here to be the light that we are, and that means no judgment. Knowing that we are on our path, it's not always the same, that the path of someone else, but remember, we always are planting seeds. And remember, whoever will be strong in their truth will oftentimes be scorned, Remember the example of Jesus. So many people think they know the story of Jesus, they know Jesus, but they don't know. They know stories of Jesus, but they don't know the actual being, Sananda. They don't know who he was as Jesus the Christ in his lifetime on earth. They don't know, because you can know Jesus when you know the same truths that Jesus became as a child of God, as we all are, Father, Mother, and the Son. So in actual truth, what people say, many people say, oh, I'm speaking heavenly words, I'm just saying God's truth, This has happened yesterday when that sister shared her own story, and I went to check out that individual that kind of, harassed her. And I saw that the words that individual shared, he said, oh, I'm just passing, God's truth. And that was not true. That was ego. That was full, the person was full of it. There was no love in those words. Because often people think they're speaking God's truth. They think they're speaking something, but it's just their opinions. It's just when you see the vibration behind certain words, you will feel whether it's ego and whether that is purely truth, divine truth that is being revealed through all of us when we open up to who we truly are. So I just think it's important to say that there's a difference between saying, oh, I'm just saying it how it is. There's a difference between saying the real truth and just being crass and blunt. It's not the same thing. Some people are just blunt, they're ignorant, they have no compassion within their hearts, because we have to know they just did not yet remember who we are, but we must not let that interfere with our path. As I say, there might come those that might seemingly wish to mislead us from our path. But what we do when we waste energy, when we mingle with them, when we give them energy, when we, exchange words with them, or we wish to enlighten them in a certain way, we wish to save them, well, guess what? You're draining your energy. You're draining your life force that is source, and it doesn't help anyone. The best technique that you can do at that time is to stand your ground, share your truth from your perspective. Don't ever mention the person, because whenever we express truth about someone else, when you say you're like this or like that, we're just expressing ourselves. So what we can do, we can only share our own truth, stand firmly in it, and then bless and release. Because we have to release everyone who is not on the same love vibration, who's not on the same frequency, who just wishes to insult and give crass opinions that are surely not coming from divine truths. All we can do is release them to their own inner guidance, because we have to understand no one needs saving. They all have their own guidance. They are choosing the path, because everyone is self-responsible and all truth is self-obvious. So this is what I wanted to share about this. Know that it's an evening out process, and this is a very intense process that is occurring now on Earth, because the shift is an intense one. It's something that has never happened on Earth or in the universe before. It's something very new. So basically, everyone that says that knows what is happening within this ascension process and how the shift is going to be, they're not telling you the whole truth, because no one knows, because this is happening for the first time. And everyone, all of us, were glowing along with it. But the best we can do is focus on our own shift. You know, there's many people asking me questions. What will happen in Ascension? What will happen with 3 days of the darkness? What will happen with this? You know, when are we going to shift to 5D? Give me the dates. Well, guess what? I cannot, because I don't know and I don't care. The best approach that it's coming truly from divinity that you are is focusing in your shift. And when you go with the flow of your own experiences, you share them with others, you give, you focus on giving, you focus on sharing, you focus on serving. So that way you contribute to the global paradigm, to the new energy thought form that is part of the living, breathing matrix that we are never separate from. And we're creating this new template of being. And it's us who need to desire that template. It's not someone else who gets to desire it for us. All prayers are supposed to be between us and source. So whenever people say, would you please pray for this person? Well, guess what? No, I cannot, because they have to be willing to step on a new path of the love and light on their own. No one can do something for someone else. You know, it's okay if someone asks you, will you share energy with me? Okay, you ask me. I can help to share energy with you, but only in a way that you will start working on yourself. Only to that point. But then it's up to you. So guess what, people? Praying for someone else, sending them light, love in a way that truly does not make them grow. They have to be willing. You know, that's why so many people plan their lives in a way that they have huge challenges. And I'm reading that in a book, Your Soul's Plan, the birth plan that you made before coming here into this world. It's about everyone choosing their own challenges in a way that they wake themselves up, that they serve their purpose, that they serve others in their own unique way. So remember this. We are powerful, really powerful beings, and no one can tell us what we can or we cannot do. All that come to our path, either as friends, enemies, you know, there is no difference. Everyone serves us as we all serve them as well. Be neutral, be conscious, know that you're responsible, and know that all those who are working against the divine truth are actually working against themselves, because all divine truth is self-obvious, knows its source. You know, the truth knows its source. This is one of the best sayings ever. So when you are residing within that divine truth within you, you are always protected. And when you're in your highest path, you're always supported. So know that whatever someone wishes to say about you, don't worry about that. Because they will eventually come to a point that will have to take responsibility for their actions, words, and deeds. So remember that. Don't focus on that. Don't give energy. Don't feed it. Stay here. This is a beautiful heart pendulum from the amazing celestite crystal that my sister of light sent me from Australia. So remember, heart. Heart opening. This is all that matters right now. Please do read the article below. It is so important right now. I shared it through my open heart, through own experience and the experience of others. So talk to you very soon. Enjoy your ascension process, and have a fun weekend as well. Bye-bye.